What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for January 19th, 2022. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. I'm pretty beat. It's 4:30 in the morning. I just got my office set up and some things moved around, emptied a truck, put a truck back together. Met with a guy to rent some space. Man, drove 8 hours towing a car. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys are going through the shifts in your life or feeling the shifts of all this Uranus direct, nodes ingressing, as much as I am, but whoa, holy shift, So whether you're feeling it and you're not seeing it, or you're feeling it and you're seeing it, there's a lot of change happening really fast in our lives. So kind of got to embrace that with this stationary direct Uranus, because they can be very exciting and things can happen very quick. So you kind of want to be open to the possibilities of what that could look like. You know what I'm saying? There's magic out there. And we got to remember too, with this Jupiter, it is at 4 degrees of Pisces too, just to talk on it, that South Node is out of Sagittarius and locked into 29 Scorpio. So we get Jupiter, and it's at home in Pisces, and it's with Neptune in Pisces. Like, these are sort of quick hitting, physical, value oriented magic that's like right here for the taking. So I hope that you guys are seeing that. It's out there, and I know because I'm, living it. Like, this is a dream. I'm here at High Vibe, and I have an office, and I got set up to do a horoscope. So it's like there's definitely dreams out there. And also we got to remember too, with that sun at 29 Cap, that sun is going to ingress into Aquarius at, I think, what is it, 6:40 p.m. on the West Coast. So talk about a split day on this Wednesday, and being a mercurial day, and that already kind of can bring up split energy. We're splitting the week, and we're splitting a lot. So not only is the sun going to spend its final day at Capricorn, but it sets, and it'll come down here below the horizon on the West Coast and a little bit further down here on the East Coast. But it does come into zero Aquarius. But before it gets to zero Aquarius, it makes a trine to the North Node that just entered Taurus. There's so much emphasis on what you can create right now, on the value of life. We could be feeling Taurus energy more than we have felt it in a long time, even with a Venus retrograde dispositing that, because it's so much more inward about our values. It could be very nostalgic in some ways right now. So it's like, whoa. We're definitely trying to initiate harmonious manifestations in our life and create some kind of abundance and get things done and move in a direction that is of the highest character in our lives, that is of the highest integrity. And then we kind of come into this it is the sun coming into its detriment position in Aquarius too. So we have to remember that the sun does not like to be in Aquarius. It is its opposite sign, its detriment position. But it does bring up a lot about people in our lives. It brings up a lot about society, a lot about ideals, a lot about coming face to face with your ideals and the ideals of others, and learning how to connect. But sometimes you have to be a group of one. Sometimes you're in a group of more. So it's going to be a big time of learning to identify with what your heart really wants and who it wants to connect with and what that future is going to look like. So much of this is destined fate moments trying to take you to your future, trying to take you to something you haven't even explored yet. And this Uranus at 10 degrees direct is just like, wow, you want to see some crazy change in this physical world? Well, here you go. And some people don't want to see change, and some people are dying for change right now. So it's kind of a mixed bag. But we don't want to be scared of change with the South Node in Scorpio, and that sun will sextile over to the South Node. So it's very fated energy, having so much kick off, a full moon in Cancer, nodes ingress, Uranus direct, sun coming into Cancer, or sun coming into Aquarius, all in just the first 3 days of the week. Like, pow, 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 pow. This week is insane. But I think it can be insane in beautiful ways. And that moon in Leo is definitely trying to have us lead with our hearts, trying to have us be moving towards the value that is the best of the best, that feels amazing, that feels magical, but it's going to quincunx over to Neptune. So it's like, oh gosh, do I really want to identify and creatively actualize this magic? You know, we do have to get back to ourself in some ways instead of being so, you know, oriented with what society's doing or with our goals or our ambitions. You know, we have to kind of get back to the singular point. And I think even the sun coming into Aquarius is a good time to kind of like, you know, disconnect a little bit from what isn't of what your heart wants with this Leo moon. And make sure that you're connecting fully to the most valuable, heart-driven aspects in your life. And that's where you see the magic. But it's almost like you could be feeling like you're not seeing change or magic happen fast enough. But are you actualizing what the magic is in your life? So it's like you have to have that intent and that heart-driven, like, yes, this is what I'm doing. And that's when the magic shows up. Otherwise, it's just a little weird. And it's like, am I going into a dream? Is this a mirage? Is this real? And I think Jupiter's definitely doing us a lot of favors here. So there's magic and miracles out there in the world. But it takes you to go in a direction that is of a miracle or is of magic in your life, and to not kind of like let it just pass by. I think the sun at 29 is edgy in Capricorn. But it's edgy for the top of the mountain. It's edgy for the, you know, the amazing accomplishments that can be had. A lot of this is still about a new journey. You know, we're still in a solar eclipse until we get the next eclipses in Taurus and Scorpio. You know, there's a journey here that's starting. So we want to keep the journey going. That moon is going to start off early in the morning in a post-Saturn, but then it breaks off that, and it's kind of free. It's going to finish the day with a nice trine over to Mars in Sagittarius. And Mars is approaching the galactic center, 26, 27 degrees of Sagittarius, with a nice little trine to the moon in the evening, and the sun coming into Aquarius, which is kind of going to feel like the longest full moon we've had in a while. Like this is like the full moon that never ends, with huge shifts, huge cycle shifts that, gosh, we haven't had a North Node in Taurus since what? 2003? Like, dang, it's been a while. 2004? And then if we're identifying with this journey that we really believe in, and hopefully we believe in ourselves, because I think that moon here does want to believe in itself, and it does want to put that good energy and that good oomph into the most potent aspects in life. You got to check in with yourself for what that is, especially with a trine to Mars. Like, where are you trying to quest off to in your life right now? There's no more South Node in Sag, so Mars just got boosted too because the South Node's not with it. So Jupiter and Mars are, boom, it's like there is so much out there that you could be feeling, and it's like, are you going to grab it and go get it? And that sun at 29, are you going to grab it and go get it and connect to what that is and disconnect from the other stuff? Even though it's edgy and heightened emotions, and it's like, oh my gosh, so much is up and down, and you can feel like the tides of our emotional waters are just like, are we going to flood? Maybe. Maybe we will. I don't know. But the point is that we can swim too. I don't know. That moon in Leo is going to get shit done. You know, you're going to handle business for what's of the best in your life. And it does finish off the day with a quincunx to Pluto with that Mars in trine. So it's like, oh gosh, if I want to get down to the bottom of the most powerful things in my life, I have to do something about it here. I can't be scared to try something new. I got to go towards the greatest value in my life. And I think we are doing a lot of processing, and Mercury's at 7 degrees now, and coming off the sextile to Chiron. But I think we can take a lot of the inner figuring out of what we really want, and then we can start to do things with it and create from it. So we don't want to be scared of that today. And I think overall today's a really good lesson at getting critical and to the point about really what your achievements are and what you really want, so that you can connect to that fully. And it takes courage, and it takes heart, and it takes passion, and it takes drive, and it takes maybe using some kind of fears as fuel. Instead of just being scared of something, it's like, let's use this. It's like, I never would have been able to make this dream come true if I, was scared to pack up all my stuff and tow my car down. I know that's kind of silly, but sometimes life is about taking a risk, So we might be feeling like, I have to risk it to get what I really want. And this is all about creating what you really want. This is about holding on to the best, most beautiful things that you can possibly get your hands on. It's kind of like accumulating stuff too, or you could be noticing all the stuff that you do have with a North Node in Taurus. You're like, wow, I am not connecting to this anymore. I don't need this anymore. Why do I have this? We can want to hoard the best stuff, but we don't want the stuff that doesn't hold value anymore. So we got to treat our life like that. You know what I'm saying? And today's a good look at self, like a really powerful look at what it is you want to connect to. So it's beautiful, and there's a lot that can happen. We can believe again. Jupiter's free and strong, and we haven't had this since 2019 with Jupiter in Sagittarius, before it came into fall with the South Node in Capricorn, and then the South Node came into Sagittarius. Oh my gosh. So, just when you don't think that a gift could possibly show up in your life, here it is. Like the universe is like, oh, you want gifts? I got gifts for you. But they don't come to, we're still in Capricorn today. So it's like fortune favors the bold. What does that mean in your life? Are you ready to be bold and not scared? And have that courage and that heart of a lion today? I hope you all do. And gosh, I have so much to do today. This is insane. I am eventually going to get on some kind of schedule, and it's been a ride. It's been a ride. Thanks for being here with me. Thank you so much. You guys have all been so supportive. Your comments mean the world to me. And I just love you guys so much. I'm so grateful for everything, and having a moment. I hope that was helpful. I'm a little just completely exhausted. I'll be honest. Card for the day is the Seven of Wands in reverse. We got to dig deep to find the higher ground right now. We got to take a stance for what we really believe in now. Beliefs are free, so it's like, what do you really believe in, and what can you create from that? And if you got to hold the line for something, hold the line. If you got to, it's also almost like not wanting to step up to the highest level, not wanting to step up to the plate, and or because maybe people will judge you, or other people don't believe in you. Like you gotta believe in yourself today. You know what I'm saying? So believe in yourself, and if there's something you need to step up for, today's a day to take a lot of responsibility for where that step up is at in your life, and to make it happen. I love you all very much. I will see you for tomorrow's horoscope. Much love. Peace.